Hello everybody, Timothy Bailey with Project Learn. And today we're going to be talking about the things we see in this picture. All of these cars and people driving and trucks. We are talking about traffic and driving. Okay? And we have some words that we're going to talk about here. I wanted to say them quickly. Traffic jam. Bumper to bumper traffic. Road rage. Berm, shoulder, exit, lane, rush hour, fender bender, rear-ended, alternate route, median, pedestrian, rubbernecker or rubbernecking, dead end or no outlet, and roundabout. All right, so let's jump right in here. Let's look at the picture we had before. All right, so we have all of these cars, trucks, buses, motorcycles, and scooters. We have a traffic jam. Right, traffic is all of the cars, the transportation going somewhere. A jam is when all of that traffic is stuck and it's either moving very slowly or it's not moving at all. Right, a traffic jam. We might also describe this traffic as being bumper to bumper. What is a bumper? Well, a bumper is this part of the car, right? Also called a fender. There's one on the back, and then there's one on the front, too, that we can't see. When there's a traffic jam, all of these bumpers are close together, right? So the front bumper of this car is close to the back bumper of this car. Their front bumper is close to the back bumper of this car, all the way down through the traffic jam. Okay, so this is a traffic jam with bumper to bumper traffic. How does this man feel? Maybe he is in the traffic jam. He's in a traffic jam, right? Very good. He's angry, right? Another word for anger is rage. So this man has road rage. Anger from driving, from something that happens while you are driving. Here's the roadway. Okay, we can see. We're looking at this section here. This is called a shoulder, right? Or shoulders. There's one here and one here. Just like your shoulders here. So if the road goes right down the middle, the sides of the road are over here. You might also hear them called berms, right? So this is a berm on this side. In the United States, we usually only use these for two reasons. One is if we have to stop for an emergency of some kind. Two is if bicycles are riding on the road. They tend to ride on the shoulder whenever possible. Okay. Other than that, we try not to use them. Okay, so be careful. Here's a highway, right? You can see this is 80 West going to these places. But imagine you want to go to Chicago, so you need to go this way. Well, you need to take this exit, exit 123B, right? This is your exit. So you would be driving down the road, get over here, and take this exit. If you wanted to go to Kansas City, you would drive in this lane here. So this is a lane for half a mile to exit 123A, right? So here's a lane. Here's another lane over here, right? So a lane is a section of the road separated by these painted lines, okay? So two lanes and the exit, right, going off the highway. Here's a lot more traffic, okay? You can see. And if we go here, I have just a little video that'll show you some traffic. Here you can see, right? They are moving a little bit, but still a traffic jam with bumper to bumper traffic. You can see how close their bumpers are here, right? This person is maybe going to work or maybe going home, right? So when we're going to work or we're going home, we call that rush hour, right? Rush hour is typically in the morning, maybe 6:30 to 8:30, right? A little slow in the beginning and not so bad towards the end. Then when we're going home, Maybe 4:30 we might start if people leave work a little bit early, and then usually by 6:30 it is finished, right? So if you're driving during these times on the main roads of a city, you might see a lot more traffic and traffic jams. So you do need to be careful, right, during these times. Uh-oh, these people weren't careful. Something happened, right? You can see this car here hit this car. It's not too bad, right? There is some damage here, but it doesn't look like people should be injured, right? That it's that bad. When we have an accident like that, we call it a fender bender. And a fender bender is a more minor accident, right? Remember again, fender and bumper, this part here and this part here. Okay. We might also say that this car rear-ended this car. This is the rear, the back of the car. So this car has been rear-ended by this car. A fender bender, a more minor accident. Here's a GPS, so the computer to tell us how to go. We are going to Amsterdam. This is the road that they want us to take, but maybe we don't want to take this route. Maybe we know there's too much traffic, or maybe it's rush hour. We want to go another way. Well, we can take an alternate route or an alternative route. And on this GPS, it's blue, so here it is here, right? Maybe this is a better way to go. You can see it's 1 minute faster, but maybe there's less traffic, or maybe it's more scenic, so we want to go this way. An alternative is an optional, a secondary way, another way to do something. So here's our highway. You can see 2 lanes going this direction, 2 lanes going this direction. In the middle, this is the median, right? The median. And in the United States, you do not drive on the median. The police will give you a very expensive ticket if you do that. Even if you see a little section of the road, usually you are not allowed to go on those. Those are just for emergency vehicles. On the side, remember, our shoulder and our berm, right? Here, right? And over here. Now, if you have an emergency and you need to stop, even though there looks like there's room here, the police usually do not want you stopping on the left side, right? Because in the United States, fast traffic drives on the left, slower traffic on the right. So if you have to stop your car for an emergency, they want you to stop on the shoulder on the right side. So here and over here. Okay? And do not go in the middle. Well, these people aren't driving, but they're important to pay attention to when we are driving. These people are walking. We call them pedestrians. Pedestrians are people who are walking. Maybe these people are going to work. This guy has a book bag. Maybe he's going to school, right? The place where they are walking is called the crosswalk, right? The crosswalk. And you might see a sign like this that tells you pedestrians and a crosswalk are coming up. Okay, so be careful. Uh-oh, now there's been an accident, right? And what do these people want to do? They all want to look at the accident, right? So their necks in this funny drawing are stretched out, right? They're stretchy and rubbery, trying to look what happened. So we would call them rubberneckers, or say that they are rubbernecking, right? Stretching their neck, right, to try to see. And you have to be careful because often people have accidents when they do this. Okay, so really just focus on driving. Road ends. What does this mean? We know end. Well, if we're going down this road, we cannot get out. We have to turn around and come back, right? There might be a house down here or a campground or something, but the road doesn't go through, right? It ends. Another sign that means the same thing is this sign, no outlet. There is no way out if you go down this road. You'll have to turn around and come back. Okay. Now here's something that we have more and more of in the United States. This is called a roundabout or a traffic circle. So your car comes on and you go around to wherever your road is, turn on your turn signal and exit. Okay. Typically, these are very small in the United States. We don't have a lot of big ones that I've seen because we haven't had them for that long. And sometimes people are not quite sure how to drive on them. So do be careful when you're driving on a roundabout or a traffic circle. Here are a couple links for you. The first link has a lot of vocabulary about driving, right? And the second one is specific vocabulary if you're studying how to drive. The DMV, the Department of Motor Vehicles, right? So this one has a lot of vocabulary as well. Check these out. Think about the vocabulary we learned today the next time you're out driving or riding with someone. Thank you and have a great day.